Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. Hope you guys had a good lunch. How's everybody doing? Post yes in the chat if you are doing well. If you're having a good day here with us today, post yes in the chat. Yes, yes. So only Debbie and Jamie and Barb and Laura and Lynn and Dina are having a good day so far. And Mary and Christy. Everybody else is having a bad day. I'm so sorry to hear. Oh, and Barb is having a good day too. Oh, awesome. Great, great, great. So I want to ask you guys to jump right in. Go ahead, you can go ahead and unmute. And um, anybody had any good takeaways from this morning that you want to share? Anything that's just jumping out at you that you feel like Spirit wants to share with a larger group? I'm for some reason I was looking over to the left of my screen for some reason, and there is Lynn. Lynn, go ahead and share for me, please.
Well, we had a great discussion in our little threesome breakout, and it really had to do with when you're growing and elevating. And this was kind of Gina's wisdom that rose to Jen and I, that maybe those five key people in your life may change from time to time, and doesn't mean the people that used to be your five are going to leave your life, but they may take a different position in your life. And those new friends in your life may mean quite a lot to you through those different growth processes. And that really resonated, particularly with me. And I know it did with Jen. We just kind of had a really big aha moment, because I think we all need to realize that it's okay that that happens. And we need to embrace those different people who come into our lives to help us through those growth moments and those difficult moments, and even those that were there saying, "What the heck are you doing? I don't believe in what you're doing," because they're not meant to be that part of your journey with you. So it just all just really, light bulb and all of that. It just made so much
Mhm.
to me. And I thought sharing it would make sense because everyone can probably resonate with that.
I truly feel, Lynn, that everybody does resonate with that. Absolutely. I truly love that. And I I think I come back to that idea that I think Christy planted in my head about us all having a human experience. It's just a human experience. You know, it's a journey. We're on a path, and that's a wonderful thing just in and of itself. Anybody else had anything that was standing out for them this morning? Anybody else have anything that they would like to share with the group?
What I took from this morning was that all of us have fears and all of us have doubts. And I felt, um, I could relate to everyone on that, or everyone who, we've heard from this morning.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I hear that too. And we just had a little session over lunch where I was talking to a couple of people who had some questions about our Ladies Power Lunch Visibility Circle. And one of the things that came up, we were talking about you, Marianne, and talking about, yes, I know, right? Talking about you behind your back, but also in front of your face. Talking about how you shared that you don't want to be on all the time, and you don't want to, there is actually a little bit of hesitation to be the beacon, to be out there in the forefront for some of us sometimes. I know Jen talked to us yesterday about letting go of that hesitation, and I'm trying to give you that idea of painting that picture anyhow you want to. And if you want to be the person who walks into the elevator and makes friends with everybody in the elevator by the time we hit the ground floor, that's fine. And if you want to be the person who stands in the elevator like me, as quietly in the corner, you get to do that too. You get to be the beacon any which way you decide your beaconness needs to show up. So I love that you've shared that, Jamie, that we all have hesitation. We all have some fears that show up for us, and that there is a great opportunity here for us to work together, for us to take advantage of collaboration to actually get ourselves to the places that we want to be in our lives. Marianne says in the chat, I've always shamed myself for not being more outgoing. Guess what? You don't have to be more outgoing. You really, really don't. You get to be just the Marianne that you want to be. You get to cut your hair in a beautiful hairstyle just because that's what you feel like doing today. There are no have tos. There, there are no have tos. You get to choose. And that's what Visibility Circle is all about. And I hope you all had a chance to go and look at the beautiful website that was created for us by Barb at Infinity Brand Design. Grow smarter, not harder.com. And if somebody can drop that in the chat, that would be awesome. Shine your light just by being you as feels right for you. Thanks, Elizabeth. That's such a good way to approach it. So, speaking of shining your light in the way that feels right for you, I would like to invite some bright, shining women to come to center stage for us right now. We're going to be talking a little bit to some of the beacons for the beacons. We're talking to Gina, we're talking to Lori, we're talking to Elizabeth, Laura, and Debbie. And I want to just pick their brains a little bit, see how they are being beacons, how they're shining their bright lights, how they're contributing to that hierarchical structure that I see in my head all the time now, how they're being the beacon for beacons. So I want to get started by inviting Gina to step up on stage for me and just unmute.
Hello.
Awesome. Awesome. Great, great, great. So let me see if I can just change your view here, Gina, so that I can spotlight you for everyone. There we go. Now we see you very clearly. Welcome, Gina. Thank you so much for joining us today. I wanted to ask you, so Gina's on the program today, guys, because of our affiliates. She was our top affiliate, and we offered this opportunity. We wanted this whole project to be a win-win-win. We want everything that we do to live those Grow Smarter principles. And so we wanted to make sure that the people who were out there sharing about our upcoming event, that we had something nice and fun to offer them. And of course, Gina's reach is pretty great, and she invited a lot of her clients to come join us today. And so thank you, Gina. And to say thank you, we invited her to share her beacon with us today. So Gina, welcome. Can you share with everybody who you are and just what you're doing in the world?
Thank you so much, Tavia. It's my pleasure to be here amongst all of these amazing, powerful women. So as most of you know, I'm a holistic business coach, and I work with entrepreneurs, helping them design, launch, and grow their business. But some of you may or may not know there's a personal side of me, besides being a former chef and a big beach bum living by the ocean. Something that's really important to me is social entrepreneurship, which is what I think we're going to be talking about today, because I believe if your definition of success is making the world a better place, then you are a social entrepreneur. So I'd love to share that piece of how I shine my light by inspiring others to give back and find what it is within them that really marries their personal passion with giving back to their business. And maybe some tips on getting the wheels turning and to start to think about how you can incorporate a give back into your business.
That's outstanding. So we're really looking forward, Gina, with great anticipation to being able to have some conversation with you inside the breakout rooms. In just a few minutes, we're going to go to breakout rooms, and inside the breakout rooms, we're going to have a chance to pick your brain about how we can add that give back. One of our dear friends in Ladies Power Lunch, her name is Celeste Hartwell. She came on Ladies Power Lunch show some time ago and she said, money loves women. And I love that. And I jumped on the bandwagon of that immediately. And she qualified it because she says that when women have money, the whole entire community benefits. Everybody benefits. Because how many of us, and just type yes in the chat, how many of us have a cause that we feel so deeply aligned with that we would love to give more to, that we would love to give back more to? Now, that means for you that when you get out there and you shine your beacon and you make more income and you have more impact, then you're able to give back to those charities that mean a lot to you in a bigger, more fulfilling way. Isn't that what you're saying, Gina?
Yes. There's nothing wrong with writing a check, right? Writing a check is great too, but it's a charitable act. It's not social entrepreneurship and it's not sustainable.
And also, I mean, one of the things that we are really, really trying to get into the mind of all our Ladies Power Lunch members is that when we got into this entrepreneurial game, for many of us, we were leaning into the idea of being able to have more time freedom. Time freedom to do the things that we want to do. Time freedom to go on a mission trip to Dominican Republic if that's the way that the wind blows me today, right? Because Gina does that all the time. But guess what? Can we get up and walk away from our business? Is our business portable? Can we take it with us? Have we set up the structures to make sure that we can have the sort of social entrepreneurship that we're looking for? So I want to invite everybody to, when you're going to choose your breakout rooms, and today you get to choose who you go talk to. When you get to choose your breakout rooms, I would suggest to you that give some serious consideration to going and chatting with Gina. I want to bring up Lori. Lori, where are you? I want to invite you to unmute for me. And I just want to ask you, Lori, to share with us who are you, what you do, and how you're shining your beacon into the world.
Sure. I'm a transformational leadership and life coach, and I work with women leaders and entrepreneurs really to get out of their way so that they can take advantage of opportunities that are available to themselves. And I do that really in a variety of different ways. I bring my radical presence to working with them. I also bring my childlike wonder and curiosity that Divya has mentioned a couple of times, and really being that catalyst to support women in designing the life that they desire and that they deserve, but that's really aligned with their passion, their purpose, their talents, and even more importantly, that their heart and their soul is calling them to. And so I feel like I have gone that path over my life and especially over the last few years. And so I can, be a model to taking those risks and sometimes even being that rebel to stand for what's important for you.
Beautiful. I love that. So I would invite you all to, as you are choosing your breakout sessions, if infusing more childlike playfulness feels like something that is speaking to your heart right now, if it feels like it's the thing that you really need to take on as your next best step, then as you're choosing your breakout room, look for the breakout room that's called Lori. All right. I'm gonna invite Elizabeth because, my business bestie, Elizabeth Hill, to hop on here for a second. Elizabeth, can you share with everybody who you are, what you do, and what beacon you're sharing with everybody today?
Yes, so my name's Elizabeth Hill, and I am the CEO and publisher of Greenheart Living and Greenheart Living Press. And the beacon that I'm sharing with people today during the breakout is called Write Your Light. So what we'll be talking about is the way that you can use writing to heal, and we'll actually go through an experiential exercise to write together. And we'll also be talking about ways that you can use writing in different ways to grow your business and to increase your income. And yes, I do have a cow behind me. So it's good bovine energy here.
Yeah, bring in that bovine energy and write your light. I love that. So, guys, if it feels to you like you need to be better at expressing yourself. And one of the things that came out in our lunchtime session that a couple of you were able to hop on to is that, when we talk about writing, we're not just talking about blogging and we're not just talking about writing a chapter in a book or writing your own solo book, but we're also talking about the stories that you tell in your marketing as well. Because crafting those stories, crafting that copy is also important for attracting the kinds of people that you're looking for to support you in your business. Elizabeth is a rock star. Absolutely, Annie, you said it. So I want to invite all of you who feel like Write Your Light is speaking to you right now to tune in for Elizabeth's session. Laura, I want to invite you to go ahead, please, and unmute.
Hey.
Hi. So I want to let everybody know Laura is joining us all the way from
The UK.
Yay!
Thank you. So good to be here. And yeah, I just love to tell you a bit about what I do. I'm a Vita sex, love, and relationship coach. And Vita stands for Vital and Integrated Tantric Approach. And this is a really beautiful approach to working in the body, mainly with somatic experiencing, with internal family systems, so parts work, and Tantra and Taoism, and also neuroscience, working with the unconscious. So it's really very powerful, and working with these 5 elements of Tantra: the energy, breath work, mindfulness, movement, and sound. And that's what I'm going to be doing in my workshop. It's called Self-Care, Self-Love, Self-Pleasure, How to Get Your Beacons Lit. And I'm going to be taking you through some exercises, standing up and moving about, and lighting you up from the inside, hopefully.
Awesome. I don't know. That sounds really, really wonderful to me. I may have to join your workshop, but I just want to invite everybody to go ahead and tune in to see if a lot of us have this yes, no kind of ability for our bodies to tell us exactly what it is that we need to be doing in the next moment. And so I would invite you to go ahead and tune in and ask, is hanging out with Laura in the next break what you need to be doing? I want to invite, thank you, Laura, Debbie, dear Debbie, to just hop off mute for a sec and just share with everybody who you are, what you do, and what you're going to be talking about in the next break.
Sure. Wonderful. Thank you, Davia. Hey, everyone. It's so good to see everyone again. I'm Debbie Sodergren. I'm the owner and CEO of Up Vibrations, LLC. I'm an energy body vibration expert. Basically, what I do is I awaken people who are stuck and they are in overwhelm and their stress levels are through the roof. I teach them tools and strategies and techniques so that they can learn them with me. I can shift them in their body so they can feel what it feels like, have the experience, and then I give them those tools so they can go do them on their own when we're not in session. So I'm all about empowering you to be able to do it on your own. And most of my clients are repeat clients. They get to a certain level and then they circle back around and they come learn some more tools and they practice on themselves again. So today in the breakout session, I want to talk to you about being as I always say, spiritual being having a human experience. I've been doing this since 1998. I graduated from the New England School of Metaphysics. I went there for 6 years, took everything they had to offer, and hung up my shield. And this is what I do. I've helped hundreds of people, and I'm very excited to be able to share this experience with you guys now, especially with the holidays coming.
Beautiful. I love that. So again, I would invite everybody, go ahead and tune in. And I think maybe Debbie, it was you that was talking to me about having a human experience. Was it you?
Yeah.
It's just been stuck in my head. I really want to make sure that I give the right attribution. And I think maybe Christy said it to me too. And it's just been coming at me like, we're just having a human experience, guys. We're taking it all way too seriously. We're putting too much pressure on this. Let's just enjoy it. Let's enjoy the journey. So, like I was saying, just tune in, guys. See if hanging out with Debbie is what you want to be doing. I'm going to take a few minutes to set up these breakout rooms. I'm going to give you the opportunity, ladies, to go ahead and take care of biology while we're on this break. And I'll see you guys in a few minutes when we join back, okay?